Afternoon, my name is Bill Kohani, and I'm the Business Development Manager at Document Data Solutions. And this is the year of 20. It's our 20th anniversary as a company. We've done 20 years of innovation, and it's Inkjet Summit 2020. Who we are, Robert Ellis had a vision back in the year 2000 where he was going to build the company on a niche market he had identified for doing custom hardware and software solutions for inkjet vision systems, reporting and automation technology. The same division we have this year, and we want to continue it. It's for customers that want to extend the life of their existing products by giving it new life with new technology. As I mentioned, my name is Bill Kohani. I'm the Business Development Manager. I have been selling inkjet solutions for 25 years, and I tend to work for the companies that have the latest technology that is the leading edge. And right now, you'll see in this presentation, we're going to highlight our technology of Fujisamba.
Document Data Solutions provides custom solutions primarily for the printing, mailing, and packaging industries. As the customer's environment changes, Document Data Solutions is able to provide solutions to fit the customer's ever-changing needs.
The ability to add variable data to a mail piece or a piece of advertising is a huge marketing tool, and that's something that the print customers want. Many of our customers have invested millions of dollars and many years in creating their analog printing operation that they have. However, an analog press can only print fixed information. The digital color modules allow that user to add variable data in color, which is something that their customers are demanding.
First opportunity in hybrid printing came at the Print 15 trade show in Chicago. We had SG360 stop in our booth. They were very impressed with the HP technology that we had in our booth, and they said, hey, if you come up to our plant in Wheeling, Illinois, put it on our press, test some substrates, run at speed, 800 feet per minute, and produce sellable quality, you'll have a sale. And we had a sale. It was the first of many, and SG360 actually became one of our largest customers for that technology. They justified their return on investment on a number of criteria. First of all, there's no printhead refurbishment costs. Secondly, there's no maintenance. There's no click charges. You can start and stop the system in 15 seconds or less. These two short videos here will show you starting the printhead, lifting the printhead, cleaning the printhead, and bringing the printhead down to the web. The 5 print modules on the left and right provide 21¼ inches of print. Same process, except in reverse for stopping the printheads. Very, very simple, very fast, lots of time saving. Many people ask us about iData attack and how you connect hybrid inkjet systems to static offset systems. We got a short video here that explains how this technology works. At the beginning here, we have just the offset printing basketball tickets. You can see the static images. We are using our wink and blink system that is looking at the variable image that is being added to the static system. And we are actually adjusting it in real time so that you can get the image exactly where you want it in the hybrid printing so that you have the image properly spaced from the static printing. You can see that here's the final product. And when you're all set up and ready to run, you can run at press speeds. Another innovation that we came up with was an elevator system for our FS1200. As you can see in the picture on the right, we've got the print module in front. On the back of it is the elevator that's connected to the inkjet rail. It has 3 elevator heights. Height number 1 is for cleaning, it's 6 inches off the web. Height number 2 is 1 inch off the web, and it's for splice avoidance, which is automatic. And height number 3 is in print mode. You'll see the video here shows the print module. Press is ramping up speed. Right now it's 1 inch off the press, and when you hit speed, the printhead elevator automatically lowers the printhead to the proper height, and off you go. One reason we did this is that when we separated the elevator weight from the printhead weight, we dramatically reduced the system weight, and it could be easily moved from press to where the inkjet needed to be used. The next innovation we came up with was the innovation of auto clean. In this video here, we are showing a 17-inch print module that is being auto cleaned in less than 30 seconds. So you see we lift the printhead to the 6-inch height. We traverse the printhead with cleaner, applying it to the bottom of the printhead. Once again, there's no human intervention here, no rubber gloves, no solvents, no wipes, nothing. It's automatically moistening it, vacuuming it, and removing the waste. Very simple system, and once again, it's fast. Where you can clean an entire 17-inch print head in less than a minute. So after 20 years of innovation, what's the most important benefit to our customers? It is the ability to have a 5-line inkjet address with IMB for less than 2 cents a thousand. 20 years ago, that number was 50 cents to $1 a thousand, and now we've reduced all the way down to 2 cents, which makes you very competitive when you want to do inkjet printing. The cornerstone of our solution is the Inkjet Controller. It's called iData Print. It currently interfaces to 11 different types of inkjet technology, the FS1200, the HP print modules we talked about, Kyocera, and the Ricoh UV. The Freedom Series FS1200 was introduced at Print 17. We were the first to market with this technology. It was introduced at Print 17. It's called the Freedom Series because it allows you the freedom to select your drop size. It allows you the freedom to select your resolution, 1200 by 1200, 1200 by 600, 600 by 600, 300 by 300. And most importantly, since it's trapezoidal in shape, it allows you to select the width of the printhead that is most appropriate for your application. So now we're going to go over a number of applications that we've installed with our technology. After the print show, we installed the system for a test site of one of our customers where we ran the 1200 next to their Kodak S20 on a direct mail piece. So as you can see in the short video, you'll see the S20 on the left, the FS1200 on the right. And after this test, we knew we had a winner. Next, we went to Mayhem Printing. They wanted to install their first hybrid inkjet system so they could pursue new customers, have one touch point for the entire process. They required 4 print heads. They required simplex and duplex printing. They wanted to put it on a 38-inch offset press. And most importantly, they wanted to be able to have their pressmen operate a digital system. And here's the outcome from that. That was our first successful installation. Next, we were approached by a multi-billion-dollar company to replace 2 existing 9-inch Versamark print heads on a Matty transport base. They were in the New York City area, and they had an application for this end-of-life product, but they still had new production they wanted to pursue and new customers, so they had us develop a 17-inch FS1200 system for them. And they're actually the customer that was the first to purchase the 17-inch cleaning system. Our third successful installation was a company in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. They had a complex application on half-web presses where they wanted to run a 10-inch, a 6.7-inch, and 2 3.3-inch print heads. One of them was going to be using red ink, and this was for a vote by mail application. They knew that would be a success if they succeeded in getting the ballots to their customers a door before the election, which they did. So that was the start of our third successful application. Another installation that we had for a company in the converting industry, they were based in Mississippi. They wanted to operate a 27-inch printhead with red ink on a converting line that was doing paper receipts. This is the largest printhead that we produced at that time. And we successfully installed that in the first quarter of 2020. This is up to our 2020 case study. Spc Print Communications is a customer in the Chicagoland area we've known for many years. They were studying our technology to replace some of their older technology for a job that they ran in the fall of each year. It was very complex, it was very large, and they wanted to reduce the setup time, increase the uptime, reduce waste, and reduce their total cost of print. And with that, I want to introduce you to John Gaspari. He is a Senior Vice President of Operation at Spc Print Communications. And John, take it away.
Thanks, Bill. So just to go back a little bit in history, the reason why we started to look at this technology was because we were experiencing so much cost in paper, so much cost in refurbishment and downtime. And those were key drivers and for the decision making that we put in to make the switch over to the DDS system. We were a big fan of the technology of the Fuji Samba print heads, but now we needed to be proven that the technology to use those heads in an environment on a web press was something that we could find out there. So we talked to DDS and were really impressed with the system that they had built to use this type of technology on our web presses. So as we went through the discussion, it was about how well can we use that technology to reduce everything that I talked about earlier, and that is obviously downtime, paper waste, as well as the cost of running that systems. And when we made the switch over, it went very well. We've learned a lot from each other. We taught each other a lot about the environment as well as the technology that we're doing. multiple imaging heads, using those heads for maybe across a whole web, two sides of a whole web, and then also within a head and using the to sync in so I can do multiple ribbons and come out with more up on a sheet. One of the bigger drivers of this was also making sure that we could hit 600 DPI, making sure that our customers liked the quality, making sure that the richness of the black ink was something that would satisfy our customers. And then on top of that was us going with 17-inch heads. 17-inch heads was a game changer for us. When I say game changer, it's the ability to provide messaging that's not limited to just 4 inches or 4¼ inches. Our customers that we work with and we personalize on all of our webs. We've got a digital facility and we personalize at our letter shop. So we've got the ability to personalize everywhere and anywhere. So we are data driven. And one of the key things that was important to us was getting messaging that exceeded that 4 inches so that customers can go across and not really have to stitch heads and actually have messaging that could not be limited. So having this system through DDS, as well as the imaging heads that are 17 inches, really opened up a lot of opportunity for us. Our customers are pleased that they're not limited to that. And we continue to sell that as something that's really critical for us to allow our customers to get more data, get more messaging on all their direct mail pieces. So we definitely thought that going with this new system, having the ability to have it talk with our press, to sort mail on press, to do a lot of the things that that help us to streamline our business. DDS was there to help us provide that additional support. And when I talk about support, I want to add the support that we've gotten from DDS from day one, from implementation to training to the last 1 year that we've been running these heads has been unmatched by anybody else that we deal with in the industry. So we could not say enough about how they are available for us 24/7. They have been supportive. Any adjustments that we need to do, any customization that we need to do, they were there for us and they came through with a plan and did it fairly quickly. One of the other things that we really love about this system is portability. They helped us to design the ability to make these heads portable so that we can move them between pieces of equipment. We can move them between imaging towers. That was really huge for us to be able to personalize across all of our presses, use the system, and then be able to quickly adapt those heads to the other pieces of equipment. So they were a big part of the design of the rails that we use to mount these on, so that we can have them be both, we can run our other imaging heads as well as these ones. So they were a huge part in helping us to design something that made it easy for us to switch in and out and move them from press to press. Also with the DDS imaging heads, obviously 600 DPI, we're achieving speeds of 1,000 feet a minute, which was really critical to us. Obviously with the, to be cost competitive with our customers, we needed to have that. And they were able to provide that for us, as well as we can change DPI from 300, 600 by 600, or even up to 1200 by 1200. So we've got a lot of flexibility with these heads. One of the key drivers was the cost savings. I will say that these heads, compared to our other heads imaging heads that we run here, have improved our cost savings by over 60% of what it costs for us to do repairs, as well as our uptime. So when you talk about uptime, paper waste, as well as doing any refurbishment of heads with other vendors or other companies, these heads have run flawlessly, and they continue to run with paper waste savings, which are huge, on top of the fact that our uptime has improved dramatically. Another key thing that we found was the ease of use. To have our imaging techs on the floor go from one system to adjust to the DDS systems this is probably one of the easiest systems to use, as well as the rip time it takes for us to download files is faster than anything we've ever seen before. And all of our operators are very happy with the ability of this system to sync one head, two heads, three heads, four heads, four 17-inch heads all at the same time with multiple rips on them. The speed is unmatched by anybody, as well as the ability to download a new file, go from file to file. It's one of the simplest systems that we've ever used before with imaging systems. In addition to everything else that I've said, one of the good things about the DDS system is the reporting. So obviously this helps us to determine when certain files were run, who ran a file. We can go back in history and find out if a file was actually run. So the reporting was important for us so that we can help to go back and look at anything for a run profile should anybody have a concern. That was one of the bigger points too. So the reporting is great, as well as the ability to use the ease of the computer system. So that's one big thing about DDS was their ability to adjust to what we need to make this system work, and how they were able to customize the system so that it was so user-friendly and gave us the ability to provide what we need for our front office as well as our customers. Also, one of the things that we thought was important was the ability to print specialty colors, PMS reds, blues, yellows, greens, and the DDS heads can't do that. So it was another thing that we can offer to our customers who it's important to put a lot of messaging, but to have things in different color that can highlight a phone number, a logo, or those types of things. This system allows us to do that. And one of the most important things was the fact that we can switch from black to a PMS color and back in a very short amount of time, very inexpensive, and it made it really easy for us to learn and do, and add that to as something for our customers that really helped us through this process.
Hey, John, thank you for the insight and that useful information on our systems at your facility at SPC. And now for something completely different. We also have another side of our business for integrity. iData Audit and iData Manager is an independent auditing system that can retrofit to any of your existing technology. You can read a unique product identifier. It will look up the code. If required, it'll print data associated with that code. It will verify and compare that to a master SQL database file. Here's the payoff. It provides real-time job information, identifies missing or duplicate pieces. Missing pieces can be hand scanned into the system. A final report's automatically generated, so you don't have to deal with Excel spreadsheets after the job is done. And the next job is automatically loaded with a hot file to begin the process again and continue production. Once again, it's the most popular technology we have right now for providing data for your customers. You also want to know about the latest on social media. We have a YouTube channel. We have a monthly newsletter application. And as we say here, we promise not to overload your inbox. We actually send one out about every month when we have something interesting to talk about. We talked about eliminating click charges with the Fujisama printhead. We talked about recently vote by mail. We also talked about automating sorting of mail with any inkjet system. We've got something called iData Sort, which does it automatically. So the final question that we always ask is, so what can Document Data Solutions do for you to move your business forward? Thanks for your time and have a great day.